we go. All right, the first trade I took today was this broadening formation reversal off the 5 minute. I was enticed to take this potential kid in play setup right here on the five, but I didn't like that there was a BF right at the trigger. And you never want to short at support and you never want to buy at resistance. Anyway, once I saw that these three candles kept on rejecting off this BF level, I took a short off this two up, two down reversal. So the trade looks something like this. And then I was aiming for pretty much low of day. And let me get rid of some of these lines so you guys aren't confused. So once I got in here to this short, my first target was this Wix low right here. That was target one, which it hit about 15 minutes later. And then my second target, pretty much 20 minutes later, hit right here at this body. So I only got, was it 64, 63 points out of that move, which is great since I copied it on both accounts. So made out with a nice 300 beans on that trade. And then I use MYM on that trade, not 1YM or 2YM, by the way, since Powell was talking today and I rather reduce my size. The second trade that I took was pretty much right after it. Went to catch a potential W or double bottom reversal to the upside. So I went long on this 2-and-2 bullish reversal to the upside. Stop loss was under this candle, and I was targeting for high of day as my max target. Unfortunately, as we can see here, it only went to my first target, which I was aiming for 44, 113. So this area right there. And it hit on this candle, immediately reversed again on that same weekly broadening formation and got obliterated back down. And I didn't take the reversal once it stopped me out. This candle, let me get rid of this. This candle right here stopped me out from my runner position. I took some of the position off at target one, moved my stop up 5 points in profit, and then it stopped me out. So another winning trade, and I was happy with that one. It was about to be lunchtime, and I don't like to trade after 12 noon. So that is pretty much all I took today. Really good day. Any questions on those trades? And if not, let me know what trades you guys took and I'll take a look. All right, I guess the trades were self-explanatory. Any trades that you guys took that you want me to look at? And while you're putting that in the chat, Josh, I'm gonna check your JP Morgan trade. Do you know what time you got in to the trade?
Mm, let's see. Got in at 9:40, 9:35, 9:35.
So pretty much the second candle of the day, and then it went into drawdown by almost $2. And then
Let me go back.
then it
See when I
reversed
got
back
in.
down. Then it went about $1 and change in your favor, depending when you got in.
Actually, hold on. Let me pull it back up.
Maybe
I
around,
got in at 10:40 on the dot.
yeah, that's what
10:40 and
you
got
got
out
in.
at 12:30.
Not bad. This is one of my setups, actually. You just didn't take it as one of the setups, but you basically caught it at literally the high of day. My boy got the insider information that I'm gonna need. And you got out
You
around
got lucky
12:30?
there.
12:30, you said, right?
Let me go back here.
Or around that time?
Uh, yep, right at 12:30.
Very nice. I'm gonna definitely need that crystal ball, sir. We're gonna talk next week. But
I
yeah,
think I got lucky. I saw it. I saw it was like 50%. I was like, you know what? Let me just hop out. I don't
Definitely,
think it's gonna go back.
I would say oh, it's a poor trade because you took it based off feeling, not off actual technicals. Great job on winning. I just don't like when this happens because you can call it beginner's luck or whatever you want to call it. But generally, on a psychological level, you don't want to build that bad habit of like, oh, cool, it worked this time. Let me do it again because that's
Yeah,
not sustainable. And I'll tell you from experience and other people that I've worked with, your account's gonna get real messed up. So all in all, happy that you made money. But we'll definitely get it situated so you can be a sniper with proper information or with proper
of
ammo,
course.
I guess.
Yeah, of course. Think it was just beginner's luck.
First one's free. I told my boy to get into CRO, that crypto, I think what, like 2, 3 years ago, when it was like 15 cents or 11 cents. It ran up to like 70 cents. He was a crypto guru a week later, apparently. And I'm like, hey, I'm upset that you got a 600% trade. Let me actually teach you how to find these. And he didn't listen to me. And then a year later, he's like, hey, so I'm down 80%. What should I do? I'm like, oh, I thought you were a master. What happened? But anyway, any other trades that you guys want me to look at? Oh, Isaiah, since you're here, you might be driving, so I'll just go over your trade that we spoke about earlier. Let's go on the 5 minute. And it was this over here. My broader information is not going to be the same since Isaiah was using Thinkorswim, but it's fine for the example. But essentially, he had a BF that was, let's say for the sake of the conversation, probably something like this on TOS. So he shorted the reversal, which is a valid strat setup, right? Basically similar to the one I took over here on this reversal. The only thing though that would have prevented me from taking this short is I don't like this huge candle right here. Specifically, besides it being a huge candle, it created displacement or a fair value gap right here. So when we get a huge candle like this that creates this gap between two candles, what this is essentially telling me is that all the sellers that were hanging out right here got killed, and now there's only buyers. So if we do retrace or pull back, it's just going to be to pick up more buyers that got left behind, as we can see here, that when it reversed back up. And then it eventually came back down when Uncle Powell came on to talk. But just something to note for broader information reversals, if it's a huge candle like this, I'm not going to take it. I'm not going to take that reversal. If you do take it, maybe for a quick scalp, but I'm not going to be holding it for the entire move back down because this is too strong of a candle to short. So just something to keep in mind when you are going to take any reversals off of BFs. This is to me a low probability one compared to the one that I took over here or other ones that you may take. We did have a big candle here. We had smaller candles, green candles approaching this area and getting rejected, as opposed to just a gigantic one that went straight to that level. Hopefully that makes sense. Nobody else traded today besides me and Josh?
No, I traded. Can you hear me?
Hey, Maya, I can hear you.
Hey, I took one on Spy
Spy?
and yep. And hold on, let me find my chart. I had my words already and then I get on.
Let me
Saturn.
bring up my SPY chart too.
Yeah.
What time frame?
10 minutes. I'm sorry, 15.
Sweet. All right, I have this pulled up. And when did you take the trade? And
So
what
I
trade was it?
entered, well, okay, so I had I don't know what to call that triangle. I don't know what I made. I'm not going, I told you about my words.
Mhm.
But I wish I could send, I'm gonna send it to you afterwards so you can see what I'm talking about. But the 200 moving, the 200 MA,
Mhm.
I seen it like didn't wanna, I got input,
Is it an MA or EMA?
EMA, well, MA. Let me take my drive down.
I'm
'Cause,
just
yeah,
gonna
I got
add
a
it to my
200
clip
MA.
so I can follow along with you.
I got a 200 MA.
Because they're in control of the same
Oh,
source.
it's definitely not that one. Anyway, continue. What time did you get in the trade?
I got in at 9:48.
It would be like every
Eastern time?
9:48.
Eastern time, right?
Yeah.
So you got in on this 2 and 2 down reversal?
Yeah. But I was focused on this triangle that I drew. And if it broke my triangle, then I was gonna get in it.
Mm-hmm. Was it something like this? Like a triangle like this that you had?
It works in the feature.
Something like this?
Yeah, we should look at you go. Yes, I was a little up, a little over, but you pretty much where I'm at. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
in a way, you close. So I wanted. How do you know? Uh-oh, hold on. I'm trying to get back to my chart. Okay, so I think my triangle, it broke it, and it wouldn't go back above the 200 moving average.
Mhm.
Why did I get in so early? I don't know. Because I felt better around noon, which I know I didn't want to trade after noon, but I seen that it had pressure going down.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why I was like, I'm gonna ride in it because I see that it didn't want to go back up. It never went back over my entry.
Mm-hmm.
And I rode it all the way. But I did get in late. Let me go back so I can see what time did I get out. Because I was at work too. So that was another reason why I was like, why did I get in the same trade? But I knew why because I see what I seen and I seen that it was going down.
Mm-hmm.
So I entered at 9:48.
So on this candle right
I
here.
mean, yeah, I entered, yeah, and I wish I would have waited, but I did. I entered at 9:48 is what my ticket say. And I rode it all the way to 12:35.
12:35, that would be this candle here. Oh, whoops. Let me make this cleaner. Solid trade. You basically have the same crystal ball as Josh with that at the top.
myself for staying in during the green bar, but like I said, it never went back over my entry. So I just rode it. I wish I could have rode it all the way down, but I just needed to get out. And I know why I get anxious because I'm steady staring at it and I don't like that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
So like you see how it went all the way for the rest of the day. And when I took it, I got out. I just got out. And I want to say my exit was from something in the past. Yeah. I kept pushing it down. So I think I was way back at the 12th. It was an entry, it was a reversal from the 12th is why I got out at that point. So once it hit it, I just got out. I couldn't stay in it anymore.
Yeah, definitely a solid trade. You could have taken the 2 and 2 down as an earlier entry than waiting for the
Yeah.
trend line break, but still, as I always say, whatever works for you guys, definitely continue using it. This was a solid entry based on your criteria. If that's what you look for and that's what worked, then hey, please keep on doing it. In the sense of when you stayed in, waiting for the
Mhm.
EMAs and stuff,
Mhm.
I would have done the same thing. One thing that I like to do is as it's hitting targets. So if I got in short here, I'll probably have this low. Let me actually circle it so you guys can follow a lot cleaner. Where is this circle? So I'll probably have one target there, and then I'll have another target here, and then, so on and so forth, looking for the lows to the left, X, Y, and Z. So these could be some potential targets. And yeah, basically would have hit this last one to the almost to the wick, and then it reversed from there. But yeah, definitely.
I got out way before that because, like I said, I think I get mentally exhausted just staring at it when I'm in it.
One thing that I will, I guess feedback that I'll give you is you don't need to stare at a chart. Just set your alerts and then just wait. Because you staring at it is not going to make it go faster. It's not going to make it go slower. I'll give
And I
you
think I still don't know how to set it for paper trading.
on TOS,
Weeble.
on Webull. Let me see. I haven't used that in a while. Let's see. I wonder if they even let you on paper. If not, you may need to do
That's
it.
what I was thinking. You know what I'm saying? Like I can put an alert, but I haven't figured out how to put like a trigger so it can get me out.
Oh yeah, on paper you can't do that. You can only do that on the
Yeah.
live account.
Yeah,
So
that's why. So I'm just setting alerts at the moment. So yeah, I'm not actually staring, but I'm anticipating to hear my alerts.
gotcha. I see. In moments like that, I'll share with you an experience that I had today. For you guys that I posted a live session from this morning. In the second trade that I had, let me actually go back to YM. Yeah, so this one right here, when I took it to the upside, and it was, oh, my BF moved. Anyway, when I was waiting for it to hit the first target at 13, basically right here, this candle went literally 3 ticks from hitting my target. When it started pulling back, I started getting a little anxious, and I caught myself reaching for the mouse to move my stop up. But then I reminded myself, you did your job as a trader. You got into the trade. Now you just have to wait. It hasn't hit your target. It hasn't hit your stop loss. There's literally nothing for you to do. If you mess with the trade, then you're no longer following the plan and you're not trading anymore, right? So when that happens, I like talk myself down, and then I just went outside for 10 minutes and then I came back. And then 10 minutes later, it's my target. And then it dies down. So, ultimately, in moments like that, is when you need to talk yourself down and remind yourself that, you did your job as a trader. There's nothing else for you to do. Just wait. And no matter what is going on in your head, whatever your brain or your thoughts are saying is irrelevant. Because when Randy was teaching me, I'm not sure if you were here for the other times I've mentioned it, but when I was working with Randy Howell, he teaches developing the trader's mind, right? The human mind does not like trading. It doesn't like uncertainty, which is literally what we do every single day. We don't know if it's going to hit our target. We have a probability that it might, but there's still the chance that it might not. So my human brain started getting anxious because it didn't want to take a loss. But it is what it is as a trader, right? We take losses every day or every week. It's normal. It's part of the process. So I had to talk my human brain down and bring back my trader's brain and understand that, hey, you just need to wait and that's it. Whatever happens is out of your control. So one thing that I'll encourage you to do during those moments is start talking to yourself out loud if you need to. If you're at work, maybe go into an empty room so people don't look at you weird, but start talking to yourself and bring yourself down from that. Because when we start messing with trades, we're no longer following the plan. We're doing something completely different. We're trying to ease the pain of, potentially taking a loss. But you have to ask yourself, what's going to hurt more? Messing with the trade. So let's say, for example, for this trade, right? My stop loss was down here. If I would have messed with the trade, I would have brought my stop loss up to break even or slightly above break even. This pullback on this candle right here would have stopped me out where I got in, only to have it go in my favor. That would have hurt me more than taking a loss. So you always got to ask yourself that too. What's going to hurt more? Taking the loss as the trade plan entailed, or preemptively taking a loss because you were so scared that it was going to take you out, when in reality, it ended up going in your favor, which to me is going to hurt more. So, your human brain is going to do anything it can to avoid pain. But I'll tell you that's going to hurt even more when you keep on cutting your trades early because you're scared and they keep on going to your targets. Other than that, great job on the trade.
Thank you.
Of course. Any last things you guys want to go over? Ashley, one thing you can do as well, Maya, is as the candles are going in your favor, what I like to do sometimes is when the candles close and then it triggers, let's say, a 2 down, I'll move my stop down from, let's say if it's like target 1 and then I'm waiting for target 2 to hit. If it continues triggering 2 down, I'm going to stay in that trade. So if I want to trail my position as long as I can, I'll keep on moving my stop loss behind the candles until they reverse on me. If they reverse, then I'm getting out. That way I can hold my trade a little longer, see how much more juice I can squeeze out of it.
And that did help me today. I have to say, no, I did do that part because, like, you see that 3, I don't know if it flipped. I've tried to change the colors of my candles. I don't like that either. So I had to change them back. But I do trail it because, like I say, it never went back up. So that's why I stayed in.
Which is perfect.
Yeah. So I'm getting there and I'm seeing I have to work my way through them green candles or through the opposite color candle. Like it's gonna be okay. And like I'm sitting there patting myself like it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, definitely self-soothe. Do exactly what you gotta do. So I'm not sure if I shared it with you guys or not in the mentorship chat. I'm gonna post Randy Howell's course that I took. I'm gonna post my logins in there for you guys to use. You're more than welcome to go through the material. Just if you're gonna type anything in like the boxes that he has, just type it in like in an extra notepad or another document, not like in the actual course, because I like to leave it blank for other people who use it. But yeah, I got another class in 2 minutes. So any last thing you guys want to talk about or go over in the next minute, let me know. If not, just message me and we'll chop it up as always.
No, I'm out. Good night, guys.
Sweet. Night and great job. We will talk tomorrow.